Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Uso here, bringing you a gameplay of me beating MiILL on Call of Duty Black Ops 2, playing multi-team hardpoint on the map hijacked using the Scorpion with fast mags and long barrel. I'd suggest using them attachments on this gun, it really works well. I was using dirty lethal kill streaks, which were the Lodestar and Swarm. I'd suggest using them. They're really beastie if you want to beat like high ranked players, and if they're going for the win, then obviously try and use them. And if you're well at getting them, if you do well at getting them, then obviously just stick them on and you'll just beast it. I wouldn't suggest using UAV, counter UAV and VSAT against really decent players, because they will get VSATs against you and it'll just be like a constant battle for VSATs, to be honest. I was using tactical insertion with C4, obviously attacking certain spawn closer to the objectives, and C4 it's good, but it's not that good if the other team is using a flak jacket, because you'll just keep getting constant hit markers, which is kind of annoying. And throughout this gameplay there was all using support kill streaks, which were Guardians, counter UAV, UAV, VSAT, and it was really frustrating me, to the point where in half of this gameplay MiILL kept killing me about 5 or 6 times, and I went on a huge death streak, and I thought, I am just going to lose the plot in a minute, I need to sort this out. And halfway through I do eventually get my Lodestar and my Swarm, but unfortunately I did call the first set of score streaks out a bit too early, and I called out on the underground bit and we didn't have control, and it was kind of like a hit and miss, and I done really shit with the Lodestar. Then I called in my Swarm, which was underground as well, and that kind of failed because halfway through they ran upstairs and got the next objective. So then we lost a lot of points, so we went down 90 points in this gameplay, which is really frustrating. And then I got my second set of score streaks, then I actually called them in really well, and I called them in on the kitchen and we farmed 60 points, so is like 20 points behind now, or 20 or 30 points, and then we locked down the middle hard point, which is on top, and we held that down for another 60 points. And then the back hard point in the gym section, we lost quite a bit there, and eventually we did win, but it was a really close game. We actually won by about 4 to 5 points, and it was a very close match. The only reason we won is because we got lucky spawns. They was not anchoring correctly and they rotated really late for that last hard point. If they didn't do that and they done it all correctly, they would have won, and hands down they would have won that game if we didn't do that. So I'm not going to put down any of these players in the game. It's a really decent game, I'd love to play them again, but obviously people who are beat, I have a good reputation with them or a bad reputation. These guys is half and half, because some games I'll get thrown in against them when they've already got VSATs and high kill streaks, and I just leave because there's no point, and obviously they've sent me messages saying, hey, you're shit, so it's kind of payback, to be honest, in a way. And once I beat him, I did message him on Twitter saying if I could upload this gameplay and if he wouldn't mind, and he said yeah, feel free, so I did upload it, and hopefully he ain't got the arse about it, but a really big shout out to you, so you've done really well against me and it was a pretty decent game. But enough of that, I want to go on to my teammates and what they do for me in multi-team hardpoint. Obviously I'm that high in the world, which is just me going for score constantly. If you would like the chance to play with me, I'm not going to be one of these YouTubers what says I'm not playing with randoms, I'm not playing with kids what don't do YouTube. But no, I will play with randoms, but obviously not really shitty randoms with 0.7 KDs, which is just insane. I won't be doing that. But if you're decent and you have like a 1.5, 1.7, then feel free to message me on Xbox or invite me to a party, then I'll play with you. Another thing, I don't mind if you're American and you want to play with me, but just, it's up to you. I do want hosts, so don't expect me to be joining you and for you to host the lobbies. So if you do want to play with me, I will be hosting and you will be on a 2 bar to 3 bar, so remind that in your head. And obviously if you do play with me, you will not be using lethals, you'll be using UAV, counter UAV, VSAT or Guardian and Sentries, whatever you want to use. But some games I will be like fairly open, and I will say if you want to, you can stick on Swarm, Dogs, whatever, and you can just get them. And I'm not like really harsh like that, but yeah, you can. But I want to get average score of around about 7 to 8k each game, and on a good game, if people are jumping on and off, then obviously I'll get around about 10 to 11k and absolutely beast it. The times that I'm usually on are around about any time from 10 o'clock in the morning to about 4 o'clock in the morning, which is not my gym days. I'll be on from 10 in the morning till 4 o'clock in the afternoon, then I'll have to go to the gym, and I'll be on around about 10 o'clock at night till about 2 in the morning. So them are my 2 shifts. I'm having to fit in around it. The other times, if I'm not going to the gym and I don't have work, I'll obviously be on around about 10 o'clock in the morning till about any time in the evening from about 2 o'clock in the evening, like at night. So yeah, just obviously if I am appearing offline, that is because I always appear offline to anyone who isn't my friend, so I always do that. I can change that setting if you guys want me to, but I'm always getting antied at the minute by people who are trying to beat me all the time. It's really frustrating me. And people who do anti me, I will say in this video, and if you are an anti and you're watching this video, then you failed miserably, because I've had about 15 people try to do it to me in the past week and have absolutely failed. And to be honest, it's kind of hilarious how much they've failed when they're going negative and they're not even close to beating me in any slight form. So anti-ing in my perspective of things is pathetic, to be honest, because it's a separate gamer tag, and if you beat someone, it's kind of sly, to be honest. It's not you actually beating them in a way. I don't rate it as someone anti-ing someone, if you understand what I mean. Obviously Zoom, is it Zoom V or someone, I don't know, but he antied KD Counts, which is on my friends list on Xbox, and I watched his video and I thought it's really sad how you're going out of your way just to anti someone and make them shit on YouTube, because I never anti. I have a spare account to get my KD up, and that obviously has like an insane KD, but obviously in this gameplay I don't care if someone beats me on Xbox Live. Fair enough, you beat me, you actually done well, and I will openly admit, I will send him a message saying good game, you played really well against me. I won't be one of them type of people who go, you're a shit, you're a shit. You're not shit, you just beat me, so fair enough, I'm not going to be hasty about it. And obviously in this gameplay I was playing on my standard account, and that's how I roll, to be honest. I don't think me IWL actually, antis or Manchuska antis, so I'll say fair enough, you're actually decent players, unlike stupid people. I think it's iMarshmallow or some other people like that what do anti, and I fucking hate them because they're absolute idiots. And it's kind of ruining multi-team at the minute, because people just go on separate accounts and do that shit, and it really, really frustrates me, because I will actually beat them and I will get a decent KD, but it's kind of like I'll have to sweat against them. It just gets boring. So hopefully if they watch this video, they'll stop, or this will be an alternative way to make them keep going. But you know, shit happens, and that's about it for today, people. That's kind of my rant over multi-team. And one more thing for Ghost, which is going to be out in like 2.5 months, I would like you to send my YouTube out to everybody you know, and I want to hit 1,000 subscribers before the new one, and actually be like in the actual YouTube community of saying I've got 1,000 subscribers, which will be fairly decent, and I'll be able to bring you more gameplays, obviously. So please do that, and hopefully I will, and I'll be doing a special, like, just a special video for 1,000 subscribers, saying thanks and all of that, and I might do a face reveal or whatever you guys want me to do. But obviously if you like this video right now, then obviously just drop a like, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and be a boss. And that's mainly about it for today, people. And if you want me to upload a class of the week for next week's video, or this week, then just feel free to message me and I'll do it for you. So I will catch you in my next video, people. Good day, and I'm out, so peace.